Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just a update here on Cresco Labs. I've talked about them numerous times here on the channel. Looks like it's been a while since I talked about them, so I was just kind of updating a lot of the MJ stocks out there and just kind of seeing what's going on with them all. A lot of them are still down, but I'm still holding them all, so still have faith long term, and someday they'll come up. So. But this is Cresco Labs. Cresco Labs, it trades over the counter, CRLBF. So if you don't have this one, looking to get this one, again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. You can get this one on Fidelity or any of the major brokerages. I guess I said Fidelity first because the last time I bought on Fidelity, I was not charged a commission. If you get them through TD Ameritrade, or I believe, I'm not sure about Schwab. I have not bought any over-the-counter stocks through Schwab, so I don't know if they charge a commission. But Fidelity does not, so there's my recommendation. But again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just state my opinion. So back to Cresco Labs. They're a publicly traded, vertically integrated MJ company based in Chicago. Current retail operations in 9 states. And I'll post my other videos and you can get more of details about Cresco Labs from those. But Bing is showing it as a buy here with a 1-year price target of $11.56. Currently it's at $2.68. And so not too bad of ratings on this one. There's a couple over-the-counter stocks that I've talked about in the last week that are pretty good ones. So you can find those in the library. So Curaleaf is the other one. So, but back to Cresco Labs. So you can kind of see what they've done here over the last year, just like everything else, down. Looks like it was $11 and just kind of ran down. Last month pretty much the same. Here in the last week just almost kind of flat, but yet kind of down. And here's a look at today. So opened at 281, high of 281, low of 262, 52-week high of 1195, and a 52-week low of 262. Not a whole lot of volume on this one. It's not even hitting a million, so I would assume that is right, but not a whole lot of volume on this one. So head-to-head contrast, Cresco Labs versus the competition. So as one of the 51 publicly traded companies in the medicinals and botanicals industry, but how does that compare to its peers? We will compare Cresco Labs to similar businesses based on strength of its profitability, valuation, earnings, risks, dividends, analyst recommendations, and institutional ownership. So 0.2% of Cresco Labs shares are held by institutional investors. Comparatively, 17.9% of shares of all medicinals and botanical companies are held by institutional investors. 28.2% of shares of all medicinals and botanical companies are held by insiders. Strong institutional ownership is an indication that large money managers, hedge funds, and endowments believe a company will perform the market over the long term. Here it kind of goes over a little bit of profitability. Table compares Cresco Labs and its peers' net margins, a return on equity, and return on assets. I'll pause if you'd like to go over that a little bit more in depth. So the next table compares Cresco Labs and its peers' gross revenue, earnings per share, or EPS. Cresco Labs is at $821.68 million, net income of $319.60 million. And the competitors, you can see the difference, as well as the difference in the net income. And here's their net margins, and there's Cresco Labs competitors. So you can see how they differ quite a bit from the competitors. But Cresco Labs has higher revenue but lower earnings than its peers. Cresco Labs is trading at a higher price-to-earnings ratio than its peers, indicating that it is currently more expensive than other companies in the industry. So, again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, just state my opinion. But if you're looking into this one, just as it says there, it's more expensive than other companies in the industry. But if you still like the company, it's your prerogative. So, like I said, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, so it's up to you. But the next is a summary of current ratings, Cresco Labs and its peers. So, sell ratings 0, Cresco Lab competitors, hold ratings, buy ratings, rating score 3 compared to 2.4. Cresco Labs is currently had a consensus target price of $15.58, indicating a potential upside of 433.68 as a group. Medicinals and botanical companies have a potential upside of 118.74%. Given Cresco Labs' stronger consensus rating and higher probable upside, research analysis clearly believe Cresco Labs is more favorable than its peers. Cresco Labs peers beat Cresco Labs on 6 of 11 factors compared. Together with its subsidiaries, cultivates, manufactures, and sells retail and medical MJ products in the United States. It provides MJ and flowers, vapes, pens, live resins, disposable pens, and extracts under the Cresco brand. Vape carts, vape pens, flour, popcorn, snake, pre-rolls, shorties, pretty much anything and everything you could think of. So, company also offers flowers under the Floral Cal brand and chocolate and toffee confections. Is anybody getting hungry listening to this? You can leave that in the comments. Gummies, you name it, sweets, taffy, anything to make a sale and drive the stock up. I'm for it. So, but as of January 27, 2022, it owned and operated 48 dispensaries. The company is incorporated in 1990 and is headquartered in Chicago, Illinois. If you're listening in Chicago, and I got tongue-tied there like Ace Ventura on, I think it's When Nature Calls. They do the little Chicago skit, so if you know what I'm talking about, you can leave a comment on that. And if you're listening in Chicago, you can leave that in the comments. And if you've ever visited a Cresco Labs, that'd be interesting to know as well. But here's kind of some more of the action. They're giving it a neutral. And I just did a video on Green Thumb, Cure Leaf, probably due for one on True Leaf, and Juicy, and definitely Grow Generation I've talked about, and that is way down, so that's tempting to buy some more. So, and here's True Leaf beats out Cure Leaf, so I mean that's about a month or so ago. But over here on Reddit, awaiting a buy signal 5 days ago, support and resistance from 1195 to 270. Not much else here on Reddit. Over here to StockTwits, currently at $2.67. Low of 268, that needs to be updated. High of 1195, so it looks like it hit a 52-week low today. So I'm not paying taxes this year. Taxation without representation. Let's see, Mace, Green Thumb. Verona Holdings, I think I've talked about that once or twice. I'd have to do an update on that. Cresco, True Leaf, talked about all those. Those are all my favorite over-the-counters. Of course, Tilray, CGC might be due for an update, and Cron, I'm sure they're doing as well as the rest of the Have to Stay Calm, that's about right. Over here on MSN Money, couldn't find a whole lot of information on Cresco, but I wanted to do an update, but it is showing a buy rating, so that's good. with an upside to $11.56. So that's about it for Cresco. I will definitely see if there's any more information out there. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. And if there's any other stocks out there you want me to do a video on, I'd be happy to do that as well. Just leave it in the comments. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing. And hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.